In what situation should you start to pull away from someone? I'm a firm believer you should confront someone, have those conversations, talk things out, but that doesn't always work, especially if you're dealing with someone incredibly immature, someone who has been enabled their whole life, someone who's been spoiled, someone who knows nothing about taking accountability for their actions. So if you're in a situation where confronting them will not work, maybe you've already done it like 600 times, they don't care. You do this, you pull away, you stop talking to them, it takes the control out of their hands. All of a sudden, they can't argue your tone. They cannot argue what you said because you didn't say anything. Some people see attention as power. They will cling to that. And they will soothe their own guilt about what they did to you by focusing on their intent. I didn't mean to hurt them. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to follow through with what I promised. I would never purposely do that to someone, whatever, excuse they come up with. But when you do this, you take the control out of their hands. You basically tell them, you no longer get to decide when this is over. You put them in a position of discomfort. They cannot defend themselves. They cannot justify what they did. They cannot stall because you're not saying anything. So they're forced to sit in their behavior. They're forced to sit with what they did to you. So when you do the things differently, it leaves a mark. Even if they'll probably pretend nothing happened. You have to start looking at the evidence of what they did because you start to think, was I dreaming? But no, they did this on purpose because they're hoping to just get you to act like nothing happened, to, indulge in that. And it is so common and so frustrating, and you don't have to deal with that. But something big that caused you immense pain? I don't think so. Also, some of these people are so used to other people solving the problems for them. That's what they're expecting you to do. You have to fix it. They hurt you, but you have to fix it. What? So you take that away from them. You put it all on them where it's like, okay, you have to do it. You have to do something about this. I'm not. Also, it puts you in a position where it's like, if you did a lot for that other person or you had a lot of value to that person, you have value in general. Don't go there. But they'll be able to hold the facade that everything's okay for a while, but it starts to eat at them. And that feeling doesn't go away until it's done. And by doing that, I know it's hard because it's giving you that same feeling where it's an unfinished task. You want to go resolve the problem. You want to fix it. But you're also giving that same thing to them, even if they cared about you just a little bit. So I highly recommend this if you're in a situation where you've confronted the person over and over again, or you just know deep down that they can't take any accountability for what they've done, that talking to them does not work. Try this.